Round two. So we did a little plant check-in while we were looking for the proper pot. We found two of these guys, and I don't think I bought these. I think my little sister or her boyfriend maybe got these, and they're like plastic. It's not super durable, but they at least look cute. So I'm thinking maybe I'll use these until I find something better. Maybe I'll like look at Home Depot. I'm seeing lots of crows, robins. There's been a lot of birds, but it's not our usual birds. It's not like blue jays and cardinals. I saw cardinals yesterday, but we've got birds that are really speaking to springtime, and I'm getting a lot of blue. We've been in red energy for the last couple weeks, so it's really interesting that we're seeing that switch up now, a change in the energy, seasonally speaking. Red to blue, all the leaves have shifted, they've colored, they've turned green. That's fantastic. And in my soil bin here, I've got all these little like weeds that without sunlight, without a lot of sunlight, have been sprouting up. It's a really good thing that we brought the soil in here to dry out for a while. Everything that wasn't beneficial has died off. And it's so interesting. The breakdown of the old is really present here. Everything that was really hard before has gone to paper. It's like the troubles, difficulties from the past. They're tissue paper. We've used that analogy before, but it's still accurate. Sometimes with divine timing, problems turn to pixie dust. Just float away. And while we were outside, we got the channeled song Torn, which was by Natalie something. Natalie Imbruglia, something like that. But I actually thought that it was Michelle Branch, which was not true. Oh, the sticker came off, which is great. I don't like stickers, but sometimes it takes like a lot of water and time for that adhesive to really loosen up. That's the recurring theme that I'm being guided to here. It's like time dissolving problems. All of these old things have broken down and they are just becoming part of the soil. And the stickers that were too strong to rip off before have been weathered enough that they're coming off pretty easily. All of the stagnant energy has evaporated out. This is good. This is a good job. You did great, guys. And now we are in the energy of spring, of planting. Not just of seeds coming to fruition, but new things entering your life. I'm going to put this right outside, I think. I'm going to water it because it just rained. It just rained for like the last 2-3 days. So I'm probably going to plant it and then water. And then tomorrow when the willow comes in, we'll repeat the process here. And this is the cherry tree. I need to remember more about cherry trees in particular. It's pretty much what you would think. Rebirth, love. I'm going to say it's water affinity, which would be your Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's an unknotting happening. Something that, with proper divine timing, just falls away. This is the result of something you've done. Applying pressure just right in your life. Or maybe it's because you decided to take a rest. Yeah. You decided that it was time to treat yourself. It was time to take a break. It was time to prioritize your self-care. And as a result, things just flowed. It's not done yet, of course. There's a big horizon coming up on the next chapter for you. And you're going to need that fortitude, because it's going to be difficult. Not difficult as in it's a struggle, but difficult as in anything that you work for, anything that you put your effort towards is difficult. Working out and staying consistent is difficult. Starting a new job and being really good at it is difficult. That's the kind of difficult I'm talking about. It's not just the energy of a plug or a grind. It's the energy of being skilled at recognizing the patterns, at, wow, okay. The knot didn't have to come undone. It was an illusion. Something that you think is going to be way harder than it is actually going to be much easier than you think, because the energy that you've put into it preparing for this has given you such a grand tool set. I'm so proud of you. You've really worked out how you're going to operate, and you know yourself enough to know that you can do it. You know yourself enough to know that you're going to burn out, and you know yourself enough to know that it's time to rest. You managed to preserve your energy by strategically pulling away at the right time so that you could protect what was important. And as you begin to unwrap the layers of this future path, it's going to become clear that the potential involved is as grand as you allow it to be. The effort that you put into this is going to directly correspond to how successful it becomes. That weird stuff around the root ball is called Excelsior. They call it wood wool, but I'm taking it to mean that you are more protected than you even know. That's what's coming through, that you may not have been able to see exactly just how protected you were during this process, during this transformation, and that everything unfolded in divine timing. That Spirit led things to occur exactly when they were meant to, and the pause was scheduled. It was your responsibility to recognize it. This is our root ball. It looks pretty delicate, but it must be enough. So, we'll plant it. We'll water, and we will see what happens here. Things that don't necessarily look how you recognize them or how you expected them to doesn't make them any less strong. It doesn't make... I'm getting the energy that you shouldn't underestimate the people that are going to be coming into your life in the near future. Maybe it's new coworkers, maybe it's new friends, but there's going to be an energy here of you being tested in the way of not making a judgment on somebody. Somebody that's going to come into your life and you're going to see them a certain kind of way. It's going to be your job, your test, to not judge them for how you perceive them originally. You're going to want to see them as they are. And that's going to determine how successful your relationship is together. This could span work and social interaction. This could be a friend that's also good for business. So, don't judge a book by its cover. You are protected. You are loved.